Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Anubis the Gamer Archer here with a brand new video for you guys today. Welcome to the channel. Feeling good, feeling good. Today's video, I want to talk about Last Spartan Standing. Last Spartan Standing came out with a new season of Halo Lone Wolves. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. This is an unscripted video. Sorry, not sorry. And over the weekend, I played a lot of it. I didn't get to play a lot of it when it first came out because I was busy with my Star Wars month and Star Wars videos. But today, I'm going to do a video for because it's wrapping up. It ended on the 16th. It's being recorded on the 14th. So while it's being recorded, it's still going on. But I want to talk about it a little bit because I feel like we need to have discussions about the new things that developers do, especially 343, because 343 is oftenly criticized for the things that they do or things that they don't do. So I think it's just good to give them feedback on how we are feeling when it comes to them adding something new to the game. So to understand what Last Spartan Standing is, this is basically a free-for-all battle royale experience. Attrition is a game mode that Halo added to the game, which kind of acts like Halo's battle royale. So Last Spartan Standing takes that attrition game mode and makes it a free-for-all. You play this brand new map that they added to the game during the Lone Wolf season. And basically, it's very simple. You by yourself are fighting against 11 other players. You know, the one who is the last one alive is the one who wins. It doesn't matter how many kills you get. It doesn't matter how many, anything. If you're the last one standing, you win. You can win by just being someone who literally only had got one kill, and the one kill you got was on the last guy. You can win. You can lose by having the most kills in the game. It's possible. It's not about how many kills you get. It's just you gotta be the last one standing at the end of the game. So in this video, I'm going to mention, just my general thoughts. What I feel towards it, both negative and positive. And I will say this, starting things out, I don't play not battle royales. I don't play free for all game modes. I've never really played free for all in any video game. For those who know me, who know my channel, you are fully aware that I play every shooter. If it exists, I've played it. If it's a AAA shooter, I've played it. In all those games, a lot of them have free-for-all game modes. I have never played any free-for-all game modes. So when I give my opinion on Last Part Standing, understand that I'm coming from the standpoint of someone who has never played free-for-all. And the reason why I never play free-for-all because I just don't care for it. I feel like free-for-all game modes can be very chaotic. I feel like free-for-all game modes, depending on what game you're playing, because some games this doesn't apply to, but a lot of free-for-all games don't actually take what I will say is a lot of skill. Like if you have gun skill, you're going to have some form of success, but there's also a bit of luck involved in there, as well as third-party situations or fourth-party situations. Because this is a game mode, where everyone is trying to kill each other. So you can have a situation where you're fighting somebody, and then another person jumps in while you're still fighting a person to take you out. Then another person jumps that person too and take them out, and so on and so on and so on. So just keep that in mind. I don't play these game modes. I don't dislike them. I just feel like there's just too much going on for me personally to be able to enjoy it. They feel super chaotic. I feel like I can't breathe, and I'm going to mention that a few times during this video. So the first thing I'll talk about when it comes to what I don't like about Last Spartan Standing, I don't think camo and overshield should be in it. I feel like camo and overshield adds an unfair, I don't want to say like balance, but just it seems like it has an unfair ability or play style to the game. And free for all game modes, in my opinion, especially battle royales as well, you kind of want to have the most true experience between this is all about gun on gun, skill. Overshield basically eliminates a lot of gun skill because now you have a situation where someone who has an extra overlayer shield is fighting someone who doesn't have that extra overlayer shield, and now they can take more damage than the player can. So you can get to a situation where someone who's doing good, they're good at the game, they're popping off, then they come across someone who has overshield, and now they can't do anything unless the other person has just such bad aims where they can't even land their shots while I have overshield on. And again, with this being a free-for-all game mode, and like I said, third party, fourth party, things like that. If you're, let's say you fight, this happened to me, you might see a clip of this in this video, and I don't know if you have it like here or later in the video. But there's a situation where I got a double kill, and I got I think I had like half health, and I turn around, this guy with overshield. There's that guy's not better than me, and I'm not saying I'm better than him, but in that engagement, I just beat two people in a fight, and I have like less than half health. He has full health and overshield. The chances of me succeeding in a situation is literally zero. The chance of you succeeding in a 1v1 fight with someone who has overshield and they see you first is very, very low. I feel like overshield's fine in like regular, big team battle and team slayer and things like that, but I don't think it fits. I think it has like an unfair advantage to it, basically where whoever gets overshield is basically getting some free kills in the game mode. Camouflage isn't as overpowered, but I do feel like camouflage still has like a weird place in this game mode. I feel like it's just not necessary. It feels like, you know, you basically kind of like cater towards you know, a campy play style. When I feel like you don't want to have these kind of game modes, in my opinion. You know, when I say these game modes, I mean like battle royales. You don't want them to get too campy, especially when it's just a 12v12 on a medium-sized map. You don't want them to get campy, and camouflage adds to that. And again, like I said, you can be in the middle of a gunfight and sort of jump into it. So if someone has camouflage, they're just for free walking over there and then, you know, basically cleaning up whatever went down. The negative I want to mention right now is death at spawn. There's a very high chance for you dying at spawn in Last Man Standing or Last Spartan Standing. It happened to me a couple of times, and it was frustrating because, like, basically I was taking damage and dying before my character even fully formed to the game. Like, someone's moving around the map, and then out of my character spawns in, and before I can even like move, he's already dead because there is no spawn protection. I'm not saying you need to add spawn protection, but I think, like, you know, 1 or 2 seconds of both the player who's, you know, being shot at and the person who's doing the shooting, you know, they don't take damage. Basically, what I'm saying is, if I spawn in, I don't do damage and also don't take damage for like 2 seconds. I feel like 2 seconds is fair, and I just feel like that would just make it to where you're not have people who literally just spawned in and are dead. Because when you have stuff like that, when you have spawn dying in video games, what you create is a form of frustration that can't be fought back. No one wants to feel helpless. No one wants to feel like they can't do anything about what's going on. So when you spawn die, you feel like you're just dying for free. Like, you just lost a life in a game mode where you want to get 11 lives. So if you die 11 times, you can't spawn anymore. You know, it goes from, like I said, I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, and Last Spartan Standing, just throw it in there. If you die 11 times, you are eliminated from the game. You can't come back. You can't do anything other than just leave the game or just watch and see who wins at the end. But for the most part, you know, if you're spawn dying, you're losing, you know, one of your tickets. Essentially, you're losing one of your life tickets for free. You didn't get into a gunfight. You didn't hide in a corner or get hit by a grenade. You just spawned in, and it just happened to be that that moment someone who was near you and saw you spawn in before you even can recognize anything. You're dead again. So something has to happen there. And another thing I'll say as a negative is it's overwhelming. And I feel like I said before that as someone who doesn't play free-for-all games, I'm not used to the atmosphere of a free-for-all game mode. I'm not used to how free-for-all game modes are played. So for me, it felt overwhelming. I felt like I said, I couldn't breathe. I felt like every time I moved, there was a lot of shit going on. I feel like every time I got into a gunfight, there was another gunfight happening right behind me. Every time I got into a gunfight, there's another one to my left, to my right. There's like, whenever I get a kill, I'm getting shot from behind. Whenever I get a kill, I'm getting shot from like, there's just so much going on. It seemed like there was like no chances for me to get a break. And that's not the game's fault. I want to make this perfectly clear. I'm not saying being overwhelmed is a game fault, because that's just me as being someone who doesn't play battle royale, you know, free-for-all game modes. Now, I did get some wins. Like, don't get me twisted. You know, your boy is good at video games. Your boy's good at Halo. So I was able to still get some wins. You know, like, I don't want to point it out as if like I can't play this game mode. I can definitely play this game mode. Do I want to? Not really. I think it's a good game mode. I'm saying this right now. I think Last Spartan Standing, if you're into free-for-alls, this is a perfect game mode for people who are into free-for-all games. Like, if no matter what system you're playing on, no matter if you're on PC or Xbox, no matter if you play Call of Duty or whatever, if you like free-for-all game modes, I think Last Spartan Standing is perfect for you, because I think the ticket system, you know, having like 11 lives is great. I think the way it plays is great. But for me, as someone who doesn't play these game modes, it's overwhelming. And, you know, I feel like I can't focus, or I can't do what I want to do. And I feel like I had to, like, you know, basically get even more sweaty than I normally would if I'm playing like a ranked game mode. So I feel like free-for-all, at least in this sense, as someone who doesn't play them, because of how overwhelming it feels, because of the fact that I feel like I can't breathe, my heart's racing more so than it ever my entire time playing video games. I feel like I'm sweating way more, trying way more hard in Last Spartan Standing. But overall, like I said, I don't think it's bad. I think Last Spartan Standing is actually a good idea. I'm glad they added it. I'm curious on how it will play if you added an even larger scale map and then turned it into like a 16 player, you know, game mode instead of 12 player game mode. I think this is a good idea. I think they hit out of the park when it comes to this game mode. Again, this comes from someone who doesn't really, you know, play free-for-all game modes. And yes, I do have my issues with it, but those issues are mostly my personal feelings towards free-for-all. I'll likely never play this game mode again. I only played it because it was new. I played it because I wanted all the items on the free pass that came with it, which I did get because, you know, if you win, you get a good chunk on that pass, and I got a couple wins, so I was able to complete that pass. I do feel like that's limiting though. I feel like if you don't have any interest within a certain game mode, you will never get the items on those little event passes because you only get rewarded by completing the event pass challenges. You don't get rewarded by playing the game mode. You don't get rewarded by playing other game modes. You have to play that game mode and do the event challenges in order to even progress the event passes. So that makes it a little bit limiting. So if you're someone who just refuse to just ever touch last Spartan standing, you'll see people who have last Spartan standing armor and just not have a chance to even get that at all. And that's your choice. You can say like that's their choice. If they don't want to partake in it, that's on them. It's not 343's fault that someone doesn't want to play the game mode, you know, whatever. Me personally, you know, I think it's a good game mode. I'll never play it again because I just find it it's overwhelming. It's very frustrating, and this game by itself is already frustrating enough because it has all the issues that it has that I've mentioned in numerous videos about Halo Infinite. That it has so many issues and exists in last Spartan standing, which is unfortunate. But I don't want to be too frustrated and too angry at a video game than I already would be. And again, that's just me personally. I feel like it's overwhelming. I feel like like I said, I can't breathe. It's nonsense. It's fun, and I don't think it's bad, but for my own health and like lack of wanting to be stressed out playing a video game, because a video game is supposed to be fun. You know, you can't have fun if you're stressed out. It feels good to win. It feels very good to win. It feels very rewarding. I feel more rewarding winning in this than I do winning in like a battle royale. Like I felt more rewarded when I won last Spartan than I did play Apex when I got my wins. And I played Warzone and got wins. And I played, you know, I think it was like what's that one? There's I'm trying to think of what it like. Was it Blood Point? Yeah, Blood Point, Naraka, and the one with the magic. I keep forgetting like all these battle royale names, but when I win in those games, it feels good, sure, but I kind of expect to win because I feel like it's easier to win in those game modes. Whereas this, I don't expect to win here. I expect that I'm going to have a hard time because I don't play free for all games. I'm new to the free for all, you know, mode, and I'm never going to play it again. So this is gonna be an isolated experience, but I got wins, and it felt really good to get wins. But with all that said, it's if you think you'll watch, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe, be constant. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do all the things the algorithm likes. Follow me on Twitch, where we live stream every Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. Link to Twitch on below, so it's on your screen right now. I'll be your boy, Noobs the Gamer Archer. I'll catch you on the next one. Might be streaming some Halo sometime this week, if not next week as well. We're going to go back to Battlefield 2042 to play some Battlefield 2042 on stream. I know I'm talking very fast. I'm running out of breath. I need to drink something. I'm still sick, so it's rough. Let's just say that it's rough. But 343, you know, good job on the game mode. Yes, there's things that you should change, like taking out overshield, taking out camouflage. I feel like those dino grenades should also be like either nerfed entirely throughout the entire game, and also, you know, if you do nerf it, maybe it's not as big of a deal. But if you don't nerf it, take it out of last part standing. I feel like for a game mode like this, you want gun skill and map knowledge to be the biggest drone suits of what dictates someone succeeding, not random luck, not an unbalanced grenade, not overshield. But again, that's it for me. I talked long enough. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe. Be constant. I'll catch you on the next one. I keep saying that. I'm out. Deuces.